2016 question 20. Pb, lead, is an element in group 4 and can form lead 2 plus ion. Which of the following statements are correct? Okay, option 1. The change from lead 2 plus ion to lead atom is a reduction. Now you'll learn this in Redox Reactions, book 2b, but doesn't matter, you can still learn it right now. Lead 2 plus ion. Now, we'll first need to know what's its oxidation number. So the short form for oxidation number is On. Now the oxidation number of lead 2 plus ion, it's basically the charge. The charge here is plus 2. Okay, positive. I mean, the charge is 2 plus, but the oxidation number we write is positive 2, plus 2. And how about the oxidation number of lead atom here? Now lead atom, since it's an element, and elements we know the oxidation number of elements is 0. Now, you don't have to be a rocket scientist. You can tell me the oxidation number from plus 2 to 0. Has this been reduced or has this been increased? So you know from the number line, from a positive side, and you're moving to 0, and then you go to the negative, it's obviously being decreased, right? It's being reduced. Now, if it's being reduced, then that means this is reduction. So here, it does make sense. So option 1 is correct. Now let's look at option 2. Both Pb atom, lead atom, and Pb2 plus ion, they have the same number of protons. Now they're focusing on protons. Again here, ions. What's the meaning of an ion? Now ions are formed due to a difference in when we remove or when we gain electrons, right? So the main point of getting an ion actually is when we either lose or when we accept or gain electrons. It has nothing to do with protons. But for to make things more simple or for convenience sake, here I've cropped out a very tiny periodic table. Lead is on the bottom right here. Its atomic number is 82. So I'm going to go ahead and write it here. So lead atom, it has 82 protons. P stands for protons. And obviously because it's the atom right now, it's not the ion, it has 82 electrons at the same time. However, on the other hand, if I grab a lead 2 plus ion, okay, this is lead 2 plus ion, the number of protons will remain the same, but now because it's a 2 plus charge, that means I have removed 2 electrons from it, hence why overall the positive charge is 2 plus, because I have 2 extra protons there. Protons contribute a positive charge. So here, option 2 is also correct because the number of protons are the same. And finally, option 3, both lead atom and Pb2 plus ion have the same number of occupied electron shells. So occupied electron shells. So don't worry. There's a reason why I've also cropped out the periodic table again. Now here, how can we know the number of occupied electron shells? Very simple. We can look at the number of periods they are. So as we know, going right across horizontally, that is one period. So here, the first period, it has hydrogen and helium. This is the second period, the third period. And why is it called the second period and third period? It's also because of the electronic arrangement. Here we have number 3, which is lithium here. Its electronic arrangement is 2,1. And if we go all the way right across to neon here, its electronic arrangement is 2,8. And if we were to add one more electron, it has to start on the third period. As you can see here, sodium here is 281. And all the same way until here, argon is 288. That's why it's in the third period, because you can see there's one shell, two shells, third shells, and so on and so forth. This is the fourth shell, fifth shell, the sixth shell. And lead was over here. Let me highlight it. Lead is here. Lead is this one here. So lead originally is in period 6. Now how about lead 2 plus ion? Now when lead 2 plus ion, meaning I have 80 electrons here, 80. So basically I've moved 2 electrons back or 2 positions back. So you can see it's still in the 6th period. So this also works. Now this method is not entirely correct because actually there's a different rule where you need to check whether it's 2, 8, 18, 32, 18, so on and so forth. Now, but in the DSE they won't ask you this because this is some university level chemistry. So, but using this logic for these type of questions, it still works because in the DSE they can't ask you these type of questions because we haven't learned it. So here, all of these three options are correct, so the answer for this question is D.